So how did I take this Rottweiler from behaving just like this through to making huge progress just like this in one of my sessions here at my Canine Behaviour Centre? Well, that's exactly what we're going to look at in this video. First of all, it always starts with me having a detailed handover conversation and consultation with the clients to find out as much information as I can about the dog, why they got the dog, where the dog came from, the behaviours that they're struggling with, and where those behaviours may have stemmed from.
She'll spot a dog, and that's when she starts to pull forward and gets faster in pace. And then we like cross the road and do all sorts, but as they're kind of coming towards each other, it'll get to a certain point and that'll be when she absolutely jumps in the air. She's pulling us into roads, she's lunging in the air. It's just dangerous now. We're not sure whether it's aggression or fear or excitement.
The next steps are me going through my diagnosis protocol. I need to decide, are these behaviours happening because of a dynamic when the owner's there, or is it a behaviour that is very inherent within the dog that will be displayed no matter whether the owners are there or not? That will allow me to understand not just more detail and information about the behaviour itself, why and where the behaviour is stemming from, and then most importantly, the best protocol for us to work on that behaviour and make success long term. So from doing my assessment this morning, what we have is a very kind of typical loving Rottweiler that's confident until they're not, if that makes sense. They ooze a lot of kind of confidence and assertiveness, but you can see right now she's not too happy about the cameraman. She wants to kind of pull away a little bit. She's on the slip collar and I don't like that she's kind of wrestling me with it. So I want to do is kind of get her kind of tuned up on this as quickly as I can before she creates any habits that she can do this and kind of dig through. Come on. Yeah, good girl. Because I think that we're more likely to see this as a problem of her, yes, good, of digging her heels in with it than kind of really pulling. Now, I'm very, very confident that I'm going to get this lunging and pulling fixed. I think she'll be quite one of those dogs that it looks like it's a magical transformation, but she's just never been told not to do what she's been doing in a language that she understands. But because I think she's actually a proper sweetheart of a dog, of when she feels this pressure, she's going to do this. And what I need her to do, is learn to follow the pressure. Don't fight me with it. And the pressure turns off when you drop into this heel position. Now, for a lot of pulling reactive dogs, that's more of a kind of surging forward mindset. Let's go. Good. Whereas she's going to be the opposite, I think. I think she is a dog that's desperate to follow. It's not going to be difficult for me to earn her respect and have her want to follow my leadership. But what that'll do is it's creating this already where she's walking beautifully with me. But I think when she feels pressure properly for the first time, which will be you're not pulling my arm out my socket when you see that dog, she might really dig into it. So what I want to do at the minute, is give her a couple of good outside turns there. Let's go. Where she feels the pressure and catches up with me, and we're nearly there already. Yeah, good girl. And it's all well and good me being able to achieve success with the dogs that I work with, but the reality is the skill to any canine professional is being able to hand that success over to the owners, which is why the most important part of my intensive behaviour training and diagnosis days is the handover session at the end, where I try and condense all of the diagnosis that I've done throughout the day, as well as the training plan that I've devised, where I've got to starting the training plan, and then setting them up for success to be able to implement and utilize that training plan long term to achieve the most amount of success possible. This is the pathway we want. Barricaded this path, come down this one with me. Okay. And the more we do that, the more she'll just start to make that decision the first time.
Leave it.
Good. Really nice. This will be most likely where she gets up. That's it.
Leave it.
Nice.
Good. Feels a bit different from this morning, doesn't it?
Just a bit. Leave it. Leave it.
That's it. So regain the control, really nice. Confident, assertive, good.
Leave it.
Amazing. Amazing. Good. Zero doubt she still thinks this is a dog. You can feel the intensity that she's wrestling with. So this is the example of she's feeling the feelings still, but you've just barricaded that pathway. Really nice. Now that is just a short overview of what was a 8 to 9 hour day with this Rottweiler. And if you're sat at home struggling with similar behaviours and want to achieve similar amounts of success, I created my Perfect Canine Companion course that distills all of my experience, skill, and knowledge into everything that you need to be able to achieve exactly the same levels of success yourself at home. And most importantly, for a greatly reduced fee. And in my opinion, will set you up for much more success, because when you grasp these concepts, when you learn to become high-level canine leaders, and when you design and deliver your training program and plan that I will teach you exactly how to do in the Perfect Canine Companion course, it will mean the relationship you build with your dog will be astronomically more improved, which will allow you to not just fix the behavior that you're working with right now, but any other little behaviors that you might want to dial in, and have way more success with every single dog you ever work with again in the future. I've got a special discount for my YouTube viewers. You can find out more information and access that discount by clicking the link in the description of this video, and I can't wait to see you there.